according to evolutionary theory, we're all out of Africa. So at some point, your ancestors were sub-Saharan African.
No, not according to the theory of evolution, but according to the out of Africa theory, which says that European ancestors came out of Africa. That's not the same thing. It doesn't mean that the ancestors of the Europeans out of Africa descended from, say, present-day sub-Saharan Africans. They did not. If European ancestors did come out of Africa, they came out of the Horn of Africa, which isn't quite sub-Saharan Africa either, because it's east of the Sahara. Right? These Europeans were living in the mountainous areas of Eritrea, for example, or Somalia. You know, they always say how diverse Africa is. Well, Africa used to be so diverse, it had Europeans' ancestors in it. But they left. They left and moved to Europe. And now, recent research, posted even on Microsoft's MSN.com, scientists challenges out of Africa theory with new origin. Dr. Huang Xi from China argues as follows, is that because Europeans and Asians are genetically very related to one another, how can they come from the extremely diverse Africa? That's impossible. If Europeans and Asians' ancestors had come out of Africa, they should have been very, very diverse and very different from one another, but they're not. They're very similar, suggesting that Asians and Europeans evolved in Eurasia and not in Africa. And the scholar also noted that if the out of Africa theory were correct, then DNA from 45,000-year-old European specimens should have been more similar to that of African DNA. But it's not. The ancient DNA from the oldest modern humans found in Europe, right, published last week, showed again closer similarity to Asians rather than to Africans. And therefore, out of Africa is disproven by this ancestral DNA. It means that Europeans and Asians don't come out of Africa.